Hello everybody, StarCraft here with game number 2 between IdrA, our blue Zerg, and he might be my fan, I don't know, and QXE, the red Terran in the bottom left, and if you mix them together, they'll make a beautiful purple. Alrighty, IdrA, yes, this is in the MLG DC, this is like the quarterfinals maybe, something like that. I don't really care about it too much, but you can check out these replays at MLG.com, then you gotta like navigate around and find him and stuff like that. But I just wanted to cast some IdrA games because he's a very, very good player and I love to emulate his play, and I wish I had naked pictures of him, but I don't. We have QXE in the bottom left, and this is game number 2, as I said before. Spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you who won game number 1, so turn off the sound. Game number 1 went to IdrA. He was able just to outplay QXE really with Muta, Baneling, Zergling against Thor, Marine, Marauder. Very, very standard. When it comes down to those type of compositions, it really depends on the Terran player's decision making on when to move out and when to not move out, and the micro from the Marines. And QXE just didn't really do well on either of them. He tried to take the high yield expansion, but wasn't able to put that down. IdrA just had too many Hydras, and QXE never really killed any Hydras all game, and he just got such a huge number. He had about 30 by the end of the game, so just completely stomped his face. I guess it's kind of pointless to say a spoiler alert if I'm going to be talking about it for like 20 seconds, so well, now you know who won game 1, so you're welcome, bitches. Racks going down from QXE. This map is Xel'Naga Caverns, by the way. Not seeing a fast expansion from IdrA, probably because he expects that QXE is a avid expansion blocker. That SCV has schizophrenia, or not that, epilepsy. Right. Orbital command from QXE, 15 gas, 14 pool for my IdrA. And what he did last game is he actually postponed his queen a little bit, and so he could throw down a faster hatchery, and I thought that was really cool. Normally when my spawning pool completes, I'll get a queen and a couple lings, but we will see here probably that he'll not get a queen. Way to make me look bad, IdrA. But last game he did throw down a hatchery instead of getting a queen and some lings, so that was really interesting. I'm wondering why he didn't choose to do that this game. Oh, and he does find this scouting drone. The drone wouldn't be able to run away anyway. But maybe it can gas steal. Oh, go. Yeah, so good. So good. This gas steal is just so damn annoying as a Terran player. It slows down any kind of tricky drop play. It slows down, quick Thors. It slows down Banshees. It's so freaking cool. I wouldn't be surprised to see him cancel it and start it up again just because 2 Marines cannot out-DPS the growth of the extractor. Looks like he's just going to let it complete though. And it will be taken down just soon enough. I would have liked, that would have been a great idea. If he would have canceled that and put it back up, you only lose about 6 minerals each time you cancel it. And because he only has 2 Marines, he'd have to get, a Reaper or a Marine from this reactor and actually finish it off, or maybe use an SCV to attack it as well. But it looks like the gas isn't being taken anyway. Probably going to see a fast expansion. Yeah, there it is. When you don't see a second gas from a Terran player after this long, you can usually expect to see another command center. Speed going up for IdrA with that first 100 gas. He didn't pull any units off of the gas after getting that speed. Sometimes Zerg players will do that in favor of getting a lot of minerals for drones and for the fast expansion. SCV running into the base, and IdrA now creating a second queen at his hatchery at his main and transferring that first queen to his expansion. Creep tumor going down before that transfer, of course. Where's that SCV at? Oh, SCV gets taken down. Lings do now have speed. A couple Hellions coming out from QXE. He did do a swap. Whoa, what did he just cancel? I think he salvaged a bunker. Maybe. We did see a reactor on that barracks, and now he's doing the swap from the factory onto that. And these Hellions are going to allow him some map control so he can safely expand. But one cool thing you can do on this map as Zerg or any race really is hide some units back here and just keep them there all game and just come in and out and harass a whole bunch. Spine Crawler going down for IdrA, nicely placed deep in the mineral line. And if he wants to get gas, he does have a little path through here, so it won't impede any of the gas mining. Layer going for IdrA, and a starport from QXE. Very fast starport. Might see a medevac drop some Hellions into this area. I doubt we'll be seeing Banshees just because the gas was so late. But we'll see. Second spine blocking the ramp entrance, and he'll likely get a third queen eventually. Maybe block this ramp. Or maybe he feels like QXE won't even try darting up here because IdrA's lane control is so solid. Spine Crawler is complete, and QXE now sitting at 4 Hellions. There's the Spire from IdrA, so not going to see any of that Infestor play that I mentioned earlier. Hopefully I'll cast a game or two of his where he does do that. And there's the Medivac, so we might be seeing that Hellion drop that I mentioned, or maybe just a push, an all-in push, maybe with a Thor, some Hellions, some Marines, and some Medivacs to heal up the Marines, but I kind of suspect we'll see the drop. And that drop should come before any mutas come. Yeah, that Medivac is almost complete. Oh, look at this management of these Hellions. Very nice. He needs to pull back those 2 weak ones, maybe get them repaired before he does go for any kind of Medivac drop. And yeah, so they all survive. They've got 0, 4, 2, and 1 kill, so 7 kills total, not too shabby. And looks like he will be dropping some Marines and Hellions. And I wouldn't be surprised to see his other Hellions sit right here and wait to be dropped alongside those other units. But it looks like he's content to just keep them back, repair them up a little bit. And notice how QXE is swinging around the vision of the tower. He doesn't want that to be seen. So this is actually going to do a lot of damage. Mutas will not be out yet. His Lings are out in the battlefield. He only has like 6 Lings. That's all he has, 7 Lings. Oh man, this is a solid drop. IdrA is going to see it a little bit later than he'd like to. The Overlord is just on the outside of his base. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so bad for IdrA. Is he getting mutas? Yeah, he's getting 2 mutas, just 2 mutas. And here it comes, forced to transfer his drones to his main, and this is doing a lot of damage. It's going to focus down the spawning pool. It looks like Hellion just not really doing much damage. These Marines are really the ones who are doing damage to the spawning pool. 4 mutas about to come out. Will these mutas handle these Marines? Yeah, they will be able to, especially with these Lings assisting. And the spawning pool, of course, now has 1,000 life instead of 750 life, anticipating that he will be able to clean this up, and now transferring the drones back to the main, healing up these medics, Marines frantically, and actually he's fending this off for a surprisingly long amount of time. Did he kill many drones? I wasn't able to see. 1 Hellion left scrambling around, 1 Marine as well, killing another drone. Oh, 2 more drones going down, so that was actually a pretty effective drop. 35 to 37. QXE's looking pretty nice. He's got the turrets about to be stationed up. IdrA working on spreading creep. He's got his 2 spines out a little further. Feels like he doesn't have to worry too much about Hellion harass, and poking away at these rocks. That's not something you see every day. Spine Crawler breaking down the rocks. Now QXE's going to worry about... ooh, we have a Raven. That is very unusual. Raven, Hellions, Marines, and Thors. So the harassment he did this game compared to last game was better, and I feel like he was able to safely expand a little bit faster than he was last game as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if this push did a significant amount of damage. IdrA not producing as many mutas as he did last time. He was pushed out about 8 mutas immediately. Now he's just now got 10, so I don't know if he's going to be ready for this. 4 Hellions fully repaired, and these Hellions, man, these guys are hero Hellions because they just did so much harassment, and now they are repaired at full life and ready to just toast a ton of Lings. Lings, of course, extremely annoying when you have these Thors, because the Thors will focus the Lings oftentimes. Mutas were flying out to do some harassment on QXE's main base, but it looks like he needs to double back and try to deal with this push. Oh man, this is so strong. Banelings just now coming out, but these 4 Hellions, as long as they can stay alive, are going to do so much damage to these Banelings. They don't have the pre-igniter. I don't believe they have the pre-igniter. No, they don't. Still very effective against Zerglings. Banelings out as well. Does he have Stim Pack? Almost up. I wouldn't be surprised if he waits until Stim and Combat Shields to actually move in. Hunter Seeker Missile. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I've never seen this used by any Terran in months. I've just never seen this spell in any real matchups. So that is surprising. If he can land a Hunter Seeker on a cluster of Mutalisks, that would be huge. That could just turn the tide so fast. So we are seeing a Hunter Seeker, another Raven, and this time around he is getting that vehicle plating. He isn't making the mistake of getting that air plating. And another expansion from QXE as well. So I thought he was going to go for a mid-game push, but it looks like he's content to try to macro up, keep IdrA on 3 bases. And turrets taking a couple shots at those mutas. Oh, clustered up, doing tons of damage to those mutas. How many does he have left? Only 9 mutas, 26 Zerglings, and 9 Banelings. QXE's army is just towering over IdrA's at this point. He does see those mutas out there. And now he's anticipating a third from IdrA. Gonna move in and try to take that out. Man, Hunter Seeker takes a long time. 110 seconds. Able to pick off a Hellion. Very nice. Very nice. +1 on his infantry. Almost up as well. Maybe a premature stim there. Premature stim. No medevacs to heal up those Marines. So a lot of HP gone from each of those Marines. 10 each. And a Zergling just kind of checking things out. What's he got over here? Zerglings, Banelings, not the best creep spread. I think he's a bit under pressure this game compared to last game because he's really neglecting a lot of the Zerg macro techniques, creep spread. Oh man, 110 energy on this queen. Last game it was about 10 minutes from now and he had that amount of energy. And we are seeing a push from QXC, 2 Ravens, only one with ample energy to use the Hunter Seeker missile. And I don't know if IdrA's going to be expecting it because normally you can outrun Hunter Seekers. Oh my gosh, is it going to go on the Banelings? No, it's going to go on the Mutas. The Mutas are going to fly over these Thors. Boom goes a Hunter Seeker. Oh, but these Marines are not getting taken out by the Banelings. There they go. But there are a lot of Thors here. 3 Thors against just 6 more Mutas. And these Marines were able to skitter away from those Banelings. So that was a very, very fast battle. Let me just back up real fast. Slow it down so you guys can see again. This Hunter Seeker goes on this Muta, blows so many of them up, and these Banelings are getting stuck behind these Thors. And yeah, nice micro from these Marines. These Mutas just don't stand a chance against the Thors. Marines were able to back out of those Banelings. So IdrA knows that he's lost. He's unable to take the third, and the Terran player can just repair up these Thors. So very nice. This +1 armor, man, it really makes a difference. Last game he actually only got +1 armor on his air unit. So it just shows you, even if the builds are exactly the same, which they pretty much were, minus the Hunter Seeker, it's all about you know, how you manage, what kind of decisions you make. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was game number 2 between IdrA and QXC.